Fuck it. Do it live.
And this is Kentucky Hot Brown Boys.
All right. I don't know exactly what the hell is going on here. We're live on YouTube, apparently. But nothing else is wanting to connect. So if you're on Twitter or Periscope or Twitch or even on Facebook, I don't know what's going on. But we are live on YouTube. I'm watching myself right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. Gotta love technology. But anyway, welcome to this week's edition of the Kentucky Hot Brown Boys. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor. In the studio with me, as always, we've got the lovely and talented Stevie.
Howdy.
And the lovely and talented Eden.
Hi.
You look so much shorter, probably because of the camera angle.
Me, I'm tie-tie.
That was like the longest yawn I think I've ever seen anybody do ever.
You haven't seen me.
It's crazy. Dan Crusader says, "Sub crew, what's going on, Crusader? How's LA treating you this week?" Hopefully, I'll be in LA soon. I don't have any plans to be there, but hopefully, I'm there because I've always wanted to be there.
The housing market's fucked, I hear.
Really?
Yeah.
Not surprising. Not surprising. So, before we get started here, I shared a video earlier, just like 5-10 minutes ago. Go watch this video. For some reason, it wouldn't let me play it back on my streaming thing here. So I figured I was like, fuck it, I'll just share it and people can watch it. It's a great fucking video. It's a video of Dick, whom you guys may remember, gave us some very colorful phone calls a couple weeks back. And it's a fucking great video. He takes a fall dancing, and it's great. I love it. I think it's a genius video. I hope it goes viral because that would just be... It needs to go viral, I think, in my opinion. Anytime you see something happen like that, it's just... That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and it's great. I fucking love that. So what's going on with you? And you, and everybody? You said it's been a long week. What's been long about it?
Yeah, Eden, tell him.
I'm fucking tired.
Well, no, you said it was a long week.
I did.
What made it a long week? Work and stuff.
Work and stuff, yeah.
That usually does it, yeah. Work and stuff.
Yep.
Stuff and things, you know. That will do it.
Yep, it's the week before Easter, so...
But more importantly, it's the week before my birthday. So my birthday is on Easter. Not like every year. I just got really fucking lucky this time around. I hate when my birthday's on Easter. Because everybody's like, oh, I just want to have ham and have an Easter dinner. Fuck that. I want Chinese food on my birthday. I don't want fucking ham. I can eat ham anytime I want. I want Chinese food or chicken wings or something like that, you know. What'd you guys get me for my birthday? Anything?
It was your birthday?
Oh, in 2 days it will be, yeah.
Oh, well then...
Did you just...
We're not going to fucking
did
spoil it.
Did you just not hear my big spiel about how my birthday's on Easter? And you know, like Easter's in like 2 days?
She's tie-tie.
Jesus?
She's what? Tie-tie?
I'm
Yeah.
very tie-tie.
Yeah, I can see that. You want some meth or anything? Boost you up a little bit?
Weed?
No, weed will just make you go to sleep.
Oh, damn. Not me.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I couldn't imagine you being any more energetic. Because you're always so up, you know. It's weird.
Just not having much sleep makes me tie-tie.
Yeah. What's funny is she yawned and you burped, and it took me a second to like register like what exactly happened there. That was good.
I don't know why I'm so suddenly tired, but like right before we started, I was like awake.
You know why
and
you're
now I'm
tired?
just like passed out.
You know why you're tired?
Why?
Because your belly's full of my cock meat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I just now got that.
You just got that? Did you just think I was just being weird when I was like, yeah, let's name it Two Lesbians Share My Cock Meat?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Referring to chicken wings, you know.
Yeah.
You guys like shared my chicken wings. Yeah. How were they, by the way? Were they good?
It was good cock.
Good cock?
Good cock.
You barely ate any.
I liked
I
it.
had your share.
Yeah,
No, I had my
Uh,
plate. You just stole some off of it.
I will say where Eden didn't take so much of my cock meat. Stevie took it like a champ. She's got a nice full belly
Hell
of
yeah.
cock meat.
Couldn't
Fucking
get
hoe.
enough of that cock meat, you know?
Ho.
I just kept seeing her shoveling it in. She was just like, nom, 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 nom. It was great.
Damn.
She had ranch dressing all over her face.
Stevie didn't even
Yeah.
use the damn ranch.
Somehow she still ended up all over her face, though. It's usually how it happens. Yeah. She's like, not in my eye. You know, they say that can blind you
Yeah, I've heard.
if it hits hard enough. I don't know. I couldn't imagine. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine it splatting that hard. I mean,
It's the pineapple.
well, the pineapple juice is supposed to make it like taste better, make it sweeter.
It also makes it spurt farther, I've been told.
Really?
Yeah, I've been told.
I don't know about all that.
You've been told lots of things by
Yeah.
lots of people.
I've been told a lot of things in the past, like 2 days since joining a really fucking gay server.
Yeah, earlier you told me that it only takes 2 inches to stimulate the prostate.
Yeah, like 2 inches, 2.5. I've been told that, like,
I think
if
it-
it's less,
I
then
think it'd
it's
have to
not
be
going to be
more.
as good.
I think it's gonna be way more than 2 inches. I don't know.
I
I've
can
only had
see
a
how it's 2
fingertip, so I couldn't
inches.
tell you. Yeah, Dan Crusader here saying he saw Dick jamming to old MJ. Yeah, that's true. Go check out that video. It's fucking hilarious if you haven't already. Great video. I just got the damn song stuck in my head now. It's horrible. It really took you that long to get the whole cock meat reference?
You don't want to know how long it took me to get black and white and red all over. The newspaper
Yeah.
took me about 13 years.
You know, I just got that. Like literally, I was like, yeah, black and white and red all over. Like, yeah, I've heard that joke like 1,000 times. You know, and then like you said newspaper, and I was just like, and red, red. Oh, got it. See, I just now got that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm surprised. Like that kind of blows me away that I'm just now understanding that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But see, a lot of newspapers aren't black and white though. A lot of them now are like colors.
Who reads a newspaper now?
I don't know. They keep throwing them in my driveway, and I just pick them up and throw them away.
I like reading newspapers.
Well, of course you.
Sorry, I'm a little choked up here. Have been all week. Fucking sucks. It's the whole awesome 70, 60 degree weather and then fucking snowing yesterday.
I thought you were just
I
tearing
didn't
up
even
because
realize
of
it
the birth of
fucking
our Savior.
snowed.
The birth of our Savior.
The rebirth. Of
I was
our
going to
Savior.
say, that was like, the birth was like Christmas.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
You're Chris.
That's what they want you to believe. Was it technically like a rebirth or was it like a resurrection? 'Cause it's not like he was born again.
Which one? Easter?
Yeah.
Easter's when he came back up.
When he
Well,
was
yeah, but
when he was resurrected.
Yeah, he was.
But he wasn't
resurrected.
like reborn.
I don't.
Do you think he was resurrected on Easter, or do you think he like spent a good while trying to escape the cave?
Yeah, they didn't actually fucking kill him. They just put him in a cave.
I don't know.
He like woke up 3 hours later, but the rock was so fucking heavy, he was like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, and it took him 3 days to like move the rock. That could be it.
Wasn't the rock back in place though? When they went to check on him,
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the rock was like in place when they went back to check on him.
But then how would they know that he was not there? Because it was
because
like
they
Mary
moved, they
says it.
opened it to like let him out or like to check on him or some bullshit.
No,
But
because
if
it
he-
was Mary who went to go check. Not Mary, his mother, but a different Mary who went. To go
Mary
check his
Magdalene, the
grave.
whore.
Oh, the whore is so fucking
She wasn't
good.
even a whore. That's made up.
You're
Really?
a fucking
Yeah.
whore.
Oh, that's right. You did go to Catholic school, didn't you? So you had
And
to
I
learn
went
about
to
all that.
College women's lib. So
They'd want you to
Oh.
believe that there.
I don't-
Yeah, slut shame you. You slut.
So she wasn't actually a whore?
no,
Was she a prostitute?
no.
Because a whore and a prostitute, I think, are two totally different things. I think a prostitute, will sleep with anybody who like pays her, but a whore will just sleep with anybody. I think, just because whore slut, kind of the same thing.
We should
really.
ask the expert. Eden, What's the difference?
Prostitutes get paid. Whores don't have standards. Sluts do.
Sluts have standards?
Sluts have standards. They have more than the whore.
Okay.
Either that or sluts are prettier. It's one or the other.
I don't know.
Mm.
There's some pretty prostitutes out there.
Yeah, but they're not sluts or whores. They're prostitutes. That's
They're
weird.
called sex
Okay.
workers now.
Oh, yeah. Got to be politically correct.
But is everyone politically correct?
No.
Jerry, tell us what happened today in DC.
Oh, man.
Perfect segue.
So, God, I'm getting all kinds of fucking congested over here all of a sudden.
God, if we keep having these great segues like that, people are going to think this is scripted.
Yeah, totally not scripted. Totally not. Let me shuffle through the next page here. But no, I really haven't heard a whole lot about it other than some guy who apparently was from Indiana, drove through a barricade. And
Why was there a barricade up? Was there like a protest or something? Do you know?
Well, it's just like a barricade like around the Capitol,
No.
you know.
They've
Apparently
tightened
they want to
security
keep
ever since
they
the
want to
riot.
keep all the American citizens out of there. They don't want them finding out all the alien secrets and shit.
They don't want them killing Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney or Joe Biden?
Joe Biden's in the White House. Mitt Romney's in the fucking Senate.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like the Capitol building or.
Oh,
I just
could
know-
it have been something
I just-
else?
I
I
ju-
thought you said it
I
was
just
the
know
Capitol.
it was in the Capitol, Washington D.C.
So, Dank Crusader, do you know about what happened today and can enlighten us? Because we don't.
Yeah, I don't fucking click news or watch news anymore. It's
I
just
watch news.
it's just
I
fucking
just didn't
depressing.
Today. I was fucking working until like I woke up, showered, went to work, and then right when I got home, I just chilled for like an hour, like just fucking talking to random people on the server, and then I came here.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
That's-
time to see the news.
it's more than I really did today.
Hmm.
As far as interacting with people, anyway, you know. But yeah, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it. I do know the dude allegedly was from Indiana, and he drove through the barricade and ran over like two cops, and then let's see what we got going on over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Daggum. We'll talk about that too here in a little bit. Nation of Islam dude attacked two cops. So the dude was like,
A terrorist?
I mean, technically everybody who tries to
Yeah, that's
attack the
true,
Capitol is
but,
a
like,
terrorist.
A foreign terrorist?
I didn't know he was like
Or
a
homegrown?
Nation of Islam dude. I figured it was like some crusty old white dude from Indiana.
That could be a conspiracy theory since everything's just new right now too. So that might or might not be true.
You never know.
Right when a
Sounds good to me though. I don't know.
Who the hell is the Catch Me Outside girl?
You know the girl's like, "Catch me outside." How about that?
No.
That girl. You don't know who from Dr. Phil?
No.
Stevie.
Vaguely.
See, at least she vaguely knows.
Fucking $1
Yeah.
million in OnlyFans though. That's crazy.
Dan Crusader says he was a black American.
Damn, Stevie.
See, yeah,
What if
I
made
was all
$1 million
wrong.
on OnlyFans in 6 hours?
What?
What if I made $1 million in OnlyFans in 6 hours?
You could spend $10 of it on pickles.
The rest would go into a savings. Unless you could like do it multiple times.
I mean, if it's just
Yeah.
the first 6 hours, what happens in the rest, right?
Yeah, that's true. Everything after the first 6 hours you can put in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so apparently this the Catch Me Outside girl, I don't even know her, like Danielle something. I don't even know what her fucking name is. But she had like just turned 18, and apparently she had started an OnlyFans. And I think it started like today, actually.
Damn.
And in the first 6 hours, she made $1 million. And from what I understand, there's no nudity, nothing of any sexual nature on there. Which the only thing I have to say to that is give it time, because eventually she's going to need money.
OnlyFans always turns into that at some point.
Usually,
But unless you're like some people are just fucking artists and they draw fan art and OCs for people that pay them.
yeah. When there's a lot of stuff that's on OnlyFans that isn't pornography,
Yeah, there's a lot that's on that isn't porn.
but the majority of it, I would say,
Yeah.
is porn.
Some people use OnlyFans as a way of like talking to their fans.
Yeah.
Because you can like live stream on it and shit, I think.
And you can like direct message and stuff.
Yeah.
This fucking coughing thing's bullshit. I haven't coughed this much in forever. I think I'm allergic to something down here.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think you just couldn't deal with all that cock meat.
I didn't even get a chance to taste my cock meat because you guys hoarded up and put all my cock meat in your throats.
Excuse you, we slutted it up. All right, we have standards.
Okay, that's true. That's true. And you're prettier. You know, didn't you say sluts were prettier? Or whores were prettier? I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either. You cock meat slut. But
If you fucking said that in front of the gays, they would go wild.
cock meat slut.
Yeah, if you called me
You
that
you
in
can
front of them.
you're like free to use that. You can
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
You can say that on your
See, it's one thing if
Discord
I
server
say
thing.
it, it's another thing if someone that knows me says it. Because I could just be joking. But other people might not.
And
be.
Jerry's not joking right now.
Yeah.
Jerry doesn't know.
I don't know what.
Doesn't know how much of a cock meat slut I am.
As a lesbian, you're not much of a cock meat
Yeah.
slut, babe.
Wow.
That's true.
Are you saying that the one man that's fucked me doesn't mean that I'm a cock meat slut?
The one man that fucked you turned you gay.
No, I didn't really feel it. He was a 2-inch cube. I've already told people on the server, and they're calling him Minecraft Steve, who's been creeping around.
You saying he's got a small wiener?
And it was like 2 inches, and it was also very girthy. It was like a little square because it was like 2 inches wide and 2 inches
Was he
long.
the one that told you only need 2 inches?
No, he's a
Oh.
different guy. He's not on the server. He's someone that fucked me like last year.
The guy with the cube dick?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like my most recent non-Stevie sexual partner.
Nah.
Good to know.
Minecraft Steve versus
Minecraft
Stevie.
Steve.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best in the world.
Well, with 2 inches, you know.
Eh.
You gotta know how to work it, man.
He didn't want me to like suck him either. And so I have
Really?
no idea what dick tastes like or what semen tastes like.
I couldn't
Which
tell-
I'm curious.
I couldn't tell you either. You know.
I don't believe you. You strike me as the
Could-
type that would like do a bro job just to like have the experience.
No. Never done it. Have you guys ever seen that like Kidnapped in Plain Sight on Netflix?
No.
Hidden in plain sight?
No. It's called like Kidnapped in Plain Sight or whatever.
I know the one where it was like the dude and he was like the neighbor and he was like, "Oh, my therapist says I have to sleep with your daughter to feel better," or something like that.
What the fuck?
No.
And then he like took her to Mexico like twice.
Something along those lines, but he was molesting the daughter and he was having sex with the mom and then the dad jerked him off. Basically like the guy he was like fucking the whole family and then like nobody knew that he was fucking the whole family and then he took the dad out one day and he was like, "Man, if I could just get somebody to just jack me off, man, I'd be like perfect. You know, it'd be really nice if somebody just jerked me off." And the guy was just like, "Fuck it, I'm your friend. I'll jerk you off."
It's not gay if it's between bros.
I don't know.
As long as the socks stayed on.
That's true. Very true. But
Sometimes you just gotta help a bro out.
old boy jerked him off, and then he went and fucked his wife, and later fucked
fucking
his daughter.
It's
It
fucking
was really
crazy.
weird. And then like he kidnaps the daughter and like keeps her all drugged up and plays like these weird video recordings or like audio recordings of him saying like, she's been chosen by like aliens and shit to like have
Yeah.
this man's baby. Yeah, that's the same
it's
thing.
the
Yeah,
same thing.
kept her in like an RV or whatever.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts, man. It's out there. I kept hearing about it and I was like, there's no way like it's as crazy as everybody's saying it is. And yeah, it was pretty fucking crazy. Yeah. Did she get pregnant by him?
No.
He was trying to, but I don't think
Yeah.
she ever did.
His dick was smaller than 2 inches. What can I say?
I don't know. It was big enough where I guess he could get jerked off in the front seat of a truck.
You can get
Or
jerked
car,
off with just
huh?
like 2 fingers going like, eh.
Yeah, but
Get a little pair of tweezers. If he's
tweezers
really
would
small.
just hurt. I think that would like
I mean, if he's
cut
so,
and
if he only
scratch.
has like a little tic tac.
At that point, you could just take your finger and just kind of, flip it like a skin tag,
Yeah.
or like, your earlobe, you know.
Jerry, that's very suggestive.
Fingering my ear pussy right now, you know.
Your Yersi.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, weird shit, man.
It all starts when you fuck an ear, and then you're getting fucked in the bussy.
The bussy,
The bussy.
the boy pussy.
The boy pussy.
See, I prefer just calling it he pussy.
That's not. Well, then
know.
you're just gonna call it ass because that's just not as good as bussy. Bussy just like.
Bussy
rings
just
well.
sounds too much like pussy.
That's the point.
But it's you could slip up. People could like mishear you and just, you know.
People.
Like you could be like, man, I got some fucking bussy last night. That was just fucking
I
phenomenal.
bet that.
Now, what did I say?
if
Did I
you're-
say bussy or did I say pussy?
I bet
You
that.
said bussy.
I bet that if you're in
Touche.
like the right friend group and you're telling them that, they know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, if I was gay and I was referring to getting some bussy,
Yeah.
then they
Which
would
you were in that
they
moment.
would they would automatically know
Yeah.
because I would be gay and that's the
Yeah.
ussy that I would be talking about,
Yes.
you know. But if
You're
I
ussy.
was, you know, straight, oh shit, what the fuck happened there?
Oh
What did
no.
I click on?
Oh no. I
I,
broke it.
I clicked off of it for some reason. That was weird. I don't know. Okay, just making sure our chat was still up there. But yeah, but like as a straight dude, you know, it's pretty obvious what ussy I'm talking about.
There are people trying to turn straights gay on the server, and it's really fucking funny.
I just don't think that there is a gay dude out there that could turn me gay.
That's because
Maybe-
you're super straight.
Maybe like.
Yeah, that's right.
if-
That's right, super straight.
Maybe if you didn't know it was a guy, because there are some
But see-
guys that like can
but-
cross dress
but, like-
and are really fucking convincing.
But
and you
here's
just don't know it.
Here's the thing. I could be deceived,
Yeah.
but as soon as the cock meat falls out, you know,
You might not
and I'm
ever
just like, that's not what I ordered.
You might not ever
know?
see the cock meat if the guy's asking to be fucked in the ass, and like he's just wearing like
You're
assless
sa-
undies.
you're saying
or some
the guy
shit.
wants me to fuck him in the ass?
Yeah, and you may never see dick. You may think that it's a girl, and then you may
Maybe.
just fuck an ass, and
But
then
see?
the dude just like takes his pants off and is like, "Ha, you're gay," and then runs away.
Yeah, but see, that would just be, you know, me being deceived. You know,
Yeah,
wouldn't necessarily.
it would be funny though.
Wouldn't necessarily make me gay.
It would be funny.
No,
What if you liked it then? Then you might be gay.
I'm sure sticking your dick in anything that's, you know, warm and, you know,
Bussy shaped.
tight, you know, it's gonna feel good. You know,
That shussy.
What?
That sheep pussy.
yeah. I mean, there's people out there that fuck farm animals. You know,
Dude,
Doesn't
horse
mean they're
dick is
gay.
apparently fucking popular.
apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've never
I wouldn't know.
never had one, but
That's not something that people talk about.
I mean, people talk about it.
None of the
but
people I talk to.
it's probably because they're not into fucking animals and shit.
Yeah. I'd rather fuck each other.
Yeah. They're not into that interspecies erotica.
If any of them ever see this, I'm joking. Y'all are great.
She totally called you guys a bunch of flaming homos. earlier.
No, I didn't.
True story. She had
I
my
didn't.
cock meat in her mouth and was
I
just like,
would
fucking
never.
flaming homos. It was great. It was true story. I
I
saw
would
it.
never, and they know that.
I saw it.
They know that I'd never.
You did say they were all super gay, though.
Aw, dude.
I'm pretty
they
sure
simp
you said
over
they were
each other,
super
and
gay.
it's really cute.
Yeah, you said they were simping. over
Yeah,
each
they
other,
simp
yeah.
over each other, and it's so
Yeah.
cute. Like, there's people that. There's one guy who's like Canadian who's thinking about just taking a fucking plane down to Australia
I just had a great
just
idea.
to go see a guy.
If I ever have like a group of people that simp over me, I'm gonna call them my simples.
Podcast was good tonight, guys. See y'all next week.
What's wrong with that? I think that's a great play
That's
on words.
not good.
Man. It's not good to have
They're
people
just your
simping
simp.
over you.
No, they're just your simps. You don't have to like name them something. They're just
Well,
your
sure I do. I gotta make
simps.
my simps feel special.
They already feel special if you look at them.
But imagine how more special they'd feel if they knew I had a cute nickname for them.
You just give each of them individually cute nicknames, and they'd like that more.
That's too much work.
Yeah.
Wow,
Just
y'all
call-
really
just call 'em all
would
simple.
not be good for your simps. Is this why you ignore me?
I mean, is there a rule that says we have to be good to our simps?
There's no rule, but they appreciate it.
They'd appreciate anything, really.
And I'd appreciate them subscribing to my OnlyFans.
There you go.
You know,
Simpletons.
that's a
There you
really
go, Dave
great
Crusader.
segue to the idea of whether or not I'm going to make an OnlyFans.
I think you've already decided.
I've pretty much decided, yeah.
But are you going to do porn on your OnlyFans?
Am I allowed
I think
to
that's
do?
what she wants.
Am I allowed to do porn on my OnlyFans?
That's pretty much what
Hell
she
yeah, I'm
wants.
gonna do porn on my
And,
OnlyFans.
and did you agree to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it actually.
It's her
Now,
body.
now, earlier you had asked me because I've got some pretty questionable backgrounds. You were like, "Does your wife ever get mad at your backgrounds?" And I was like, "No, she's never down here. So she can't really get mad." And I asked you, I was like, "Is that something you'd be mad about?" And you were like, "Oh yeah, you'd be mad as fuck about that."
What's the difference between me being a porn star and like me having a picture? What if someone like sends me
But
a
see,
pic
you're-
and I didn't ask for it?
but-
What's that mean?
But see, you're not being a porn star.
That's a good
You're being
point.
an OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well, I could end up being a
Model
fucking
or
porn
whatever.
star through OnlyFans.
I mean, technically.
I could.
I mean,
I wouldn't mind if you were a porn star.
Yeah,
Like,
I
if
know.
that's what you want to
You
do.
just don't. You just wouldn't want me to cheat on you, and there's a difference. There's a difference between doing porn and cheating.
Right.
And I'd never cheat on you. I let you.
But-
you do.
But
But
like,
yeah, it's
is
different.
there a difference?
Yeah.
So like,
If like Stevie was a stripper, I'd get it. Like that. Stevie's hot. Steve wants to show off. But like,
or
it'd
Stevie's
be one
just got
thing.
fucking bills to pay and needs to
It'd
like
be one thing.
need some cash
if-
flow.
It'd be one thing if Stevie was a stripper. It'd be another thing if Stevie was like spending more time with like the clientele than me and like preferring them over me and shit. You know.
Well, the clientele's where the money's at. Stevie seems like a
You
hard
get
worker.
all of my
you know.
money. Am I not good enough?
But yeah, the desktop thing is different. Like, yeah.
Desktop
because-
meaning just like OnlyFans type stuff.
Like, I don't care if she's doing OnlyFans. Like, I don't care what she does with her body as long as that's what she wants to do with it. But if she had other people's OnlyFans as her backgrounds, that's where I would have a problem with it.
Would you care if
okay.
I looked at porn?
No, but I wouldn't want you showing me the porn you look at.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see it. Because porn, to me, you can get, like, specific fetishy stuff, you know?
That's true.
So, like, if it's something I can't give you, then, like, yeah.
So if I had like 5,000 Astolfo pics saved on my phone, would you hate that?
No, because Astolfo has a dick and is really cute, and I can't really do anything about it. Also, it's a drawing, so who cares? If you had a
Way to
bunch
call
of
out
like,
so many weebs.
if you had like a bunch of half brunette, half blonde bitches that are like D cup and 145 pounds as your background, I'd be like, oh, okay, because they would look like me. If you had like a bunch of 110 pound
Wait. So it's
redheads,
okay if they look like you?
then it's not like a big blow to my ego. Then it would be like, because if when we're 40 or 50,
Wait, does that mean that it would be okay if like going back to the Jerry example, it's not okay because he has people on his computer that are women and he's with a woman, but it would be okay if I had men on my computer because you don't have a dick?
you're not attracted to men.
I am pan. I've told you that.
Yeah, but you've also said that you're not attracted to men before.
Yeah, that's true.
So my whole thing would just be if when we're 40 or 50 or older and you had pictures of younger people, like 20-year-olds, I would mean that would hurt my feelings just because then I would assume you didn't find me as attractive as them, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
And it's something I can't reverse time and I can't make myself look the way I did 30 years ago. So
That's true. But also, you should know that I'm
You've-
always going to be
You've got good
attracted to you
genetics,
regardless.
though. So
that's true.
yeah.
Because you are hot, and I'm
Thank
going to be
you.
with you forever. Like, I plan on marrying you, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking spoiler
You've
alert!
said-
Jesus.
You've said that if I was horny, what was that conversation? Something about me fucking other people?
Oh yeah.
Like, you've said that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird. How you just wouldn't want me to have pictures, but
It's because
like,
I'm insecure, babe.
No, hold on. So, back the truck up here for a second. You wouldn't want him to, or you wouldn't want her to have pictures of dude. Well, no, you wouldn't want her to have pictures of other females. You're cool with pictures of dudes, but did I just hear that you'd be totally cool if she had like sex with other people?
I mean, it would. It's just something I can't give her, you know?
so you aren't okay with it though. See, that's the thing I've been trying to get out of you is whether or not you had a problem with the idea of me opening up an OnlyFans or something like that, you know?
No, I don't care. You could go out and fuck someone else if that's really what you needed. As long as you didn't love them, you know?
Yeah.
And if they weren't your background.
So I
if
could-
they were your background and you fucked them, then I'd be like, we're fucking over.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
Because that means that you would think
What
that
if
they're better.
okay, how about this? What if, like, I was fucking someone, right?
Mhm.
And I just wanted to see a pic of them, so I asked them for a pic. Where's that in your line? Like,
I mean, if it's something you're going to jack off to later, I'd assume that you're jacking off to the memory of it. Just don't have it as your fucking background.
I get that.
Don't have a constant reminder.
Yeah. You're always going to be my background. You should send me more fucking pics of you. The pics I have of you for my background are from when we first got together. You should, like,
When I was in my
continuously send me
prime.
pics.
You need to make like mental
What if
mental
okay, how about,
clones
I
of
have
yourself.
a question then. What if I like have the pictures of you that I have right now saved on my phone when we're 40? How would that make you feel?
I'd probably have to talk to you about it.
Really? It'd be you though, you know.
It would turn into that situation where that guy had like a
And then
video.
his girlfriend stabbed him about it.
Yeah, he had
a
like a
funny
video of like
story.
his younger self with his younger wife, and she was like, "What the fuck? Who's this bitch?" Fucking stabbed him and shit.
That's really funny.
That's
though.
what it would turn into.
That's just such a weird perspective.
Not really.
Yeah.
I
It
think
is to
that's a
me.
fucking great perspective because Stevie is just like, look, I can't give it to you, and if it's something that you need, then I'm totally okay with you going out and getting what you
I
need.
wouldn't want you to be.
I think that's
I
I think that's a great fucking thing to have. I think a lot of people need to be like that, and
You looked
people
legitimately
won't get fucking
sad.
stabbed.
You looked legitimately sad
About
when you said, like, when one of us asked you the question, like, would you be okay with it? You were like, well, and then like you sort of looked down and was like, well, I can't give it to you. You
Right.
know, that makes me think that you're
She-
not okay
She's
with
sad.
it.
She's sad that she's not able to give that to you.
Yeah.
It's not sad that, you would be going and getting it elsewhere because she's understanding.
You're a sweetheart,
Thank you.
and I'd never want to cheat on you. I'm so fucking curious what the hell your cheating version is. I've never been with someone that has said to me, "I'm okay if you fuck someone else," because
Because for Stevie, it's all about what's on the inside that counts.
I am happy that I can spend every single day going to sleep with you, waking up with you, even though you wake up early and I don't.
We'd both be screwed if we were with different people.
To be fair, I am a hard person to love.
That's not true at all.
I am, though. I have such weird fucking habits. I have weird ass tendencies. Jerry.
But there's always somebody out there,
yeah.
you know.
I'm always
I'm-
going to love you.
Statistically, there's, somebody out there that's more compatible than who you're with. That's for
I
everybody,
don't
really.
believe that.
Well, there's a lot of
The
fucking
fuck
people
you
in this
looking
world.
away for?
She's a woman of science. I got to give it to her.
That's weird to me, though, how you'd just be okay with me fucking someone else. I can kind of get the porn thing more, especially because I'd be doing the porn thing just because I think it'd be a fun ass thing to do and I'd love to try it.
It would
It'd,
be a
like, boost-
job.
Yeah, it'd boost my confidence. Like one of the people on the server though, they told me like they have an OnlyFans, and I said, "What's it like? Like, what do you do on it?" And they told me some shit. And I'm like, "That's kind of like the stuff I want to do. Do you actually make money off it?" And there was like,
What kind of
"Hell
stuff are you
no."
wanting to do?
Weird shit. I just want to upload porn of myself.
Like,
You know your mother's gonna see this, right?
My
Yeah.
mom would never go to my OnlyFans.
I was just going to say your mom's the type of mom that would fucking subscribe just
I would
To
not be
subscribe.
going as my name on OnlyFans.
But
It'd
still,
be a
I'm sure
hard
if you
thing
were
to
like, Mom, I
find.
have an OnlyFans and I don't want you to subscribe, she'd be like, you're fucking telling me so I can subscribe.
Oh God, no.
You know she would.
Yeah, maybe. No,
Yeah.
she wouldn't. She doesn't really do card stuff. She doesn't do digital money, so she couldn't subscribe in the first place.
She has a debit card, right?
No, yes and no. She has a
That she can
card
do
that
it.
sometimes her fucking ex pays child support on, and that's it.
All you need is a
He
credit
doesn't
card.
always.
All you need is a credit
It's
card.
just a weird
so hold
perspective.
on.
though,
Back
to
the
me.
truck up here.
Yeah.
What type of shit are you wanting to do? Like, what's your main goal?
That's
I think I have the
embarrassing.
same kind of shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like the heathered look or whatever.
Yeah. Just fucking.
Are we
wanna
talking
try
about?
some like? I just want to try some shit.
Are you wanting to like suck dick? You wanting to get fucked? Are you wanting to put pickles up your ass and walk around? I
Low-key,
mean,
I was actually gonna try talking to you about this. I wanted to go to Spencer's and buy a dildo.
Yeah, you already brought this up.
Yeah,
So
and like I wanted to go and do that, and I'd want to like upload a video to OnlyFans of me fucking myself with a dildo.
Okay.
You know,
But I thought you didn't like
and-
it up the ass.
I never really had it up the ass.
Only takes 2
When
inches to stimulate the
I-
prostate, apparently.
When I talked to some of the gays about like my only gay sexual experience, because everyone was sharing and I wanted to share too, they were like, "Nah, that isn't what it's like." And so I'm like,
No, duh.
Well,
Everyone
yeah.
has told you that.
but like that makes me curious, you know?
Now, hold on a second. When you say you tell other gay people
Yeah.
about your gay experience,
Yeah.
gay meaning like boy on boy type stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's actually any like girls on that server. I think it's all
no,
guys.
babe, he's saying because you're a girl, it wasn't a gay experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, this is a weird topic for me
Just say
on
queer.
gender.
Queer.
Well, I'm kind of gender fluid.
Okay.
You know, I've been like thinking more and more about it, and I am like kind of gender fluid.
But then, wouldn't gender fluid? Then why would it hurt so much when someone misgenders you?
Yeah.
Because it depends on what
Good
I'm trying
question,
to.
Stevie.
It depends on what I'm trying to let myself be perceived as in that moment, you know. And like, also like if you're fluid, right?
Mhm.
Because I was friends with someone who's gender fluid in college, and I actually asked like that same question: why does it matter when someone misgenders you? And they told me that it's because like that's not what you are that day. And it'd be like if someone fucking like if I was just full trans and someone misgendered me and it would hurt me, right?
Mhm.
It's the same thing. It's the same type of hurt. It's just their gender's more fluid, so it's more shifting. You know?
Right, but like every day you come home and you're sad because someone misgendered you.
Yeah, because when I'm out in public, I just portray being a trap, you know? Like that's who I want like random strangers to want to see me as, you know?
Sure.
But like sometimes I feel different, you know? Like when I'm on OnlyFans, I'm probably not gonna portray myself that way.
Portray yourself in what way?
Portray myself as a girl.
Why not?
It's a good question, and I can't really answer that. I don't really know.
Is it because you want to appeal to people who have fetishes?
No. It's more just
Who do you think your target audience would be?
horny people who want to see me fuck myself with a dildo.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
But I mean-
Probably, there's probably some straight women who could get off on it, off of the idea of a guy in panties. And that's even if I was just like fully trans, then that's how some people would perceive me as still. Like, that's how people have perceived me as in the past.
So you're saying straight females?
Some straight females would probably be in I haven't finished my topics yet.
Oh.
There's also gay men would probably be into it because traps are a huge thing for gay men. Like
Right.
there's a lot of gays that are really
get
into
that.
it. And probably people that are into femboys. Like that's another thing where it's like
Right.
almost a trap. And that's probably the strongest target audience I would have.
Now, see, I can totally see the last two.
Yeah.
But I can't really see straight chicks.
Really,
Being into
because
that,
that was someone in college for
Like-
me.
Like I'll put
who
it to you, I'll put
really
it to you this
wanted-
way: like a lot of straight women went to see the Magic Mike movies,
Yeah.
but if halfway through Magic Mike, Channing Tatum looked and
Well,
was just
not
like,
every
"Hey, I want you to stick this in my ass really hard and fast."
Not
I don't think
every-
the straight chicks would have
not
been into
every
that.
straight
you know?
not every straight woman would be, but there are some women who are who like the idea of demasculating a guy.
I can see.
I
I
can-
can see that, but
But not in that
baby,
way.
You're too pretty,
Thanks,
so they're
appreciate that.
not like they don't want to see. Like they would want to see a
They'd
man.
want to see me get fucked in the ass.
Yeah, they'd want to demasculize like a man's man.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
Like
I get
Yeah.
that, but also there's every single type of person has a kink,
I'm not saying there might be like
And
a handful of people.
Yeah.
There definitely are a few. Because I've met, I think, 3
Everybody's
people
got
like that
got a
in my
weird
life.
fetish thing that they're all
Because
about.
I met one on her
Mhm.
before we got together.
Well, duh.
I met one on her before we got together. Like, but in like that bout of me being on the app is what I mean. Like after being abused and before you,
Mhm.
I met one person like it then. I met another person like it in college, and I met another person like it on Tinder when I still had Tinder years ago. But I mean, if I've met 3 out of random chance, then I bet there's a lot. Because if you meet one, it's an oddity. Like, if something happens once, it's an anomaly. If something happens twice, it's fucking fact.
And if it happens 3 times, it's a pattern.
Yeah. And I've met 3
Met 3.
women who would be into me that way. Like,
Okay.
in the demasculation aspect or in the idea of me being a boy who dresses as a girl.
Right.
It's a power thing.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, everybody's got something, you know. That,
I didn't
that
expect to
they're
be
into.
talking about my fucking sexual fucking fetishes and kinks tonight.
Well,
You didn't really.
yeah.
You're talking about other
Well,
people.
like,
Yeah.
or like other people's perceiving me, but I didn't expect to talk about my gender identity and shit. This is something I'm still
we're,
like.
We're
kind
just
of
opening the door and we're just
yeah.
letting it all.
This is something
out,
I'm
you
still
know?
like kind of exploring the idea of because I'm not really sure. You know, being
So hold on. You're not really sure
no
about what?
what gender I am.
So you're like questioning,
Yeah.
but you're like actively in a relationship with a female.
That doesn't matter for gender. Sexuality and
who's a-
gender are different. Babe, if I came out as a guy and I decided to go back to hormones the other way, would you still love me?
I'm not a super lesbian, so yeah.
See?
I'm not
Gender
a
doesn't matter.
transphobe. That's all it is transphobia.
Like, that's the thing.
I don't think that's really. I think we may have
I feel that-
talked about this.
I feel that
because
CV
like I'm not. You know, like you were saying, like you saying, oh, that dude, that gay dude could totally turn you gay.
Would you be
know?
attracted to a trans woman with a penis?
The actual
Ask
penis?
the question.
No.
Would you
Because
would
I'm
you
not
fuck a
into dicks.
Would you fuck a trans woman's ass?
If they had a dick, no.
But the super
There you
Post
thing-
op,
the super
that's
thing
totally different.
Yeah.
that we talked about last time was that. Let me get closer to the mic. The thing that we talked about last
Where the
time.
guy
You're
was
getting
like,
animated. You're
where
into this.
Her
The-
having a penis before, like she has a vagina now, but the
Right.
fact that she had it before is
Right.
like the deal breaker. That's just fucking weird to me.
Yeah,
the whole
like, that's
super
the
straight
thing.
thing.
Yeah,
But,
that's,
like-
it's just transphobia because she has a
I
vagina.
wouldn't call
she
it-
is a woman.
I
Right.
wouldn't
because she
call.
used to have a penis.
I wouldn't
Right.
call some of it transphobia.
I don't fucking
in a
care. I'll
way.
fight you on this.
I know you'd fight me on it, and honestly, I think your point's more valid than mine. Like, I think you're more right than me, but also sometimes people just aren't into things. It's like how some people like aren't into white people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like
that's
how
a
some
thing.
people aren't into girls that have smaller than C-cup breasts. That's a thing that people are. Is it right? No, it's not right.
It's just their personal
But
fetish.
people have like their own types, and some people really care about the physical features, and some people really care about that sort of thing. I don't think it's right. I think it is a little transphobic, if not a lot transphobic, but also I can't forcibly change how someone feels, you know? It's one thing if they're really fucking rude about it, like if they're having dinner with the girl, right? And then the girl says that they're post-op trans, right? And the dude just gets up and leaves. It's another thing if like he stays friends with her afterwards. He still talks to her and like he's like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not into that. Like it's one thing if he's really rude about it, but it's another thing if he's like, I think you're hot. I think you're really attractive, but I'm not into that. Or like what if he really wants to like have a baby with someone one day? That's like his biological
That's
baby.
different. That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean that's another part of it too. Like if you're dating someone with the intention to find someone to marry, then he might not be
Yeah, but
into
that
it
wasn't
because of
even
that.
a part of it.
Yeah,
was
it's not a
just
part
the
of it, but
vagina
I'm-
penis thing.
Yeah.
And like if you have C-cup breasts and someone's not into you because they like bigger boobs, and then you have a boob job to get double D's, and they're still not into you because you used to have C-cups. That's just fucked up.
Sure, but there's
Yeah.
also people that only want like natural tits.
Yeah, and that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked. I'm not saying any of this isn't fucked.
See, I wouldn't say that's fucked up.
That's
Because that just goes back to somebody's personal preference.
See, I'm not saying things aren't.
I would have no problem whatsoever with a person who was post-op who had a vagina, because vagina is what I'm into. It's what I'm trying to get into.
Yeah, and
know.
I get it. But there's other people too, and everyone has their own preferences.
Yeah, but it's
Would
like,
you be into
and
a
it's like-
post-op trans girl that doesn't have boobs at all and so has like a boy chest but doesn't have a dick?
See, I'm kind of a boob guy too, but that's just my
See,
personal
there's also
preference.
that.
And it just depends. Like,
I don't think you're
like
a bat.
I'll put it to you this way: Caitlyn Jenner, don't find her attractive at all. Do I have a
Same.
problem with anything she's done, or her choices, or her lifestyle, or anything else? No.
Yeah.
She does her, and that's cool. Am I attracted to her? No.
See,
Does
I don't.
the
I
fact that
wouldn't
she
call
used
you.
to be a dude turn me off? No. I just don't find her attractive.
And I don't find you a transphobe. Like, I don't think you're homophobic
But
or
that
anything
also
like
means
that
that
too.
you're not super straight.
Yeah, that's true.
But who's to say I am super straight?
You're not, because you wouldn't have a problem with a trans woman who
Yeah.
has a
Yeah.
vagina. So that means you're
Yeah.
not a super straight.
Right.
And most super straight.
Sit up on the mic a little
See,
bit
I
there.
think that a lot of people that are straight, there actually is like a straight guy on the server, and his name's Arthur, and he's a really sweet dude, and he's straight, and he's not really into people with dicks, but he would fuck a trans person,
Pre-op or
yeah,
post-op?
post-op.
Post-op. See?
I believe he said. I don't know if he
So
ever said
that
this. I
means
might be
he's
putting
not
words in his.
super.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's fully straight, for a lot of reasons, but
This
you'd
isn't
have to
helping
be
your
there.
argument
You'd have to-
at all.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm more making the point that people are into things.
I just think it all
And
boils down to their
Sometimes they
reaction.
can't really. Sometimes they can't help
and
what
their,
they're into.
Their attitude. Yeah.
Like, because of the traumas that happened to me, and I've told you about, I'm not really into trans guys. They scare the shit out of me because I was raped and kidnapped by one. Does that make me transphobic?
By a trans. Hold on. You say a trans dude did all that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Does that make me transphobic?
It means you need therapy.
Yeah, it means I need therapy. I fucking admit I have a problem.
It
But-
kind of makes you a little bit of a transphobe.
I'm just is someone against dogs if they're scared of dogs after being attacked by one?
That means they need therapy, and yeah, they have a problem.
Yeah.
If someone's a homophobe because they were raped by a gay man, then they're homophobic and they need therapy.
It's an adverse reaction, and it's definitely not like who I am deep down. But
It's kind of like saying not
It's
all
really-
dogs are going to attack you.
but
You know,
you
but
always
you're still scared of all dogs.
you'd always
you
like
know?
let's say a fucking I don't know what's a fucking no dogs are violent.
Are you
What's like a really good guard dog breed? German
Pit-
Shepherds?
pit bull?
Pit bull. Let's say a pit bull fucking attacks you and damn near rips your face off, right? I may be able to do therapy and get over that, right? But when I see a pit bull on the street, there's probably going to be that instant of fear for the rest of my life. Is that bad?
That's not bad.
It's
but
trauma.
if you're like actively like preaching against
See, I
pit bulls,
don't-
that's different.
I wouldn't actively
Yeah.
hate trans guys. I'm just always going to be like the second I hear that, I'm going to go back to that and I'm going to be scared. Like I'll be able to get over it for the person. I'm never going to judge them. I've also only met one trans guy too, and that taints my perspective. And I can admit that. Huh?
Yeah. I was thinking that. You said taint.
And it taints my perspective, and I admit that. And I admit that I have a problem because of that. But also, I'm scared of the person that raped me. Like, I'm scared that that person's going to find me one day, or that their uncle is going to find me one day and is going to kidnap me again. That's a real fear I have. And I always like triple check the fucking locks at night. I always like pull on the doors to make sure they're really secure. I always like when you said the door wasn't locked the morning after, I could have sworn that fucking door was locked. I immediately thought that maybe he broke into my apartment and he was scoping it out for how to get me.
Right. I'm not like saying your trauma is invalid or whatever. But like it's just a little fucked up, and people who don't have trauma who are just saying like, "Oh, well, I'm not into that." Like
There's a
It's a little
difference.
skeevy.
There is a difference between me and them, I would feel.
Mhm.
But I also wouldn't say that I'm more or less validated in my belief because of my trauma.
Well, you would still love me if I decided I was a trans guy and got a
Yeah, I would.
penis. So yeah, you're not really a transphobe
Yeah.
because you'd fuck a.
I just
transphobe.
have trauma.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
You're not a super.
You're ace. We'd never fuck unless you change.
It's true. If I suddenly became like a nymphomaniac, yeah.
We'd fuck.
How do, like, I know how, like, they do the whole, like, penis splitting and tucking and stuff, but how do you make a penis for, like, a woman? Because there's, like,
I honestly don't fully
know.
understand it.
I feel
I
Stevie's
never
looked into
really-
this.
No.
I never
No,
really
no.
did the research on it. I know someone explained it to me before. I know
Right.
it's a lot more expensive going that way than it is going my way
I know
because it's really
it's
easy
a lot
to
of lot more plastic surgery. I would
yeah,
assume.
it's really easy, I think, to invert a penis compared to making a penis. I think
Yeah.
that in some cases they actually have to use like parts of the intestine and shit because it's
Really?
like relatively similar or something. And I'm pretty sure the clit becomes the head of the
Well,
dick.
yeah. I mean, that's essentially
Yeah.
what a clit is. It's just a dickhead.
But other than that, I really don't know that much about it, and I would recommend doing research. And I don't really want to talk more about something I don't really know.
When's that stopped you before?
Yeah.
Honestly, for subjects like this, I've learned that it's better for me to hold my tongue instead of
Since-
saying something that.
Since last week.
No, it's
She's got
just
you there.
in some instances, especially where I can understand a lot of pain, I wouldn't want to talk without knowing more.
Yeah.
In other instances, I'd be more
That-
fine with sharing my opinion.
That's where you and I differ, because if I don't know anything, I just fucking confidently speak about it like I know everything.
It depends on the
It just
thing for me.
works.
Like if I don't know that much about some scientific theory, I'll bullshit it out my ass still if I think I understand it. But for this,
Right.
this is something that I know I don't understand, and I just need to do more research to understand. What I said is what I think. I think that sometimes they have to use part of the intestine. I think that they somehow like put the urethra and the vagina, like they combine it or some shit. I sincerely don't know. I know there's also
Yeah, I-
surgeries you can get to be sexless, where they just remove the vagina or they just remove the penis.
But you still got to have somewhere to pee out of.
Yeah, you still have a fucking urethra, but they remove it.
Yeah. I guess
Um,
you don't technically have to have a hole down there. You know, still got to have a butthole.
pee out your eyes.
I mean, not like a big enough hole to fuck. You know, you just need a big
Yeah,
enough
like
hole
that's
to
the
pee
thing
out
that there
of.
are some people that end up getting surgeries to become sexless because some people really don't like it, and both sexes make them dysphoric. Like there are people that are agender, and that's fine. That's the
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, where our original topic was the guy like getting disgusted at someone if they came out as trans or they were post-op, and yeah, I don't think that's right. But also,
Let me just say, earlier this week I watched a video
Yeah.
on a post-op transgender woman who is going to be trying out for the WNBA next year.
Yeah.
And like she was like talking about how, you know, when she was younger, she, you know, never really felt like a boy, so, you know, she decided she was going to be a girl, and did all the hormone therapy and the surgery and all that, and she's, you know, been, you know, a post-op female for years now.
yeah,
And how the regulations say, you know, you have to be on the gender therapy, you have to be living as your gender for so long, blah, 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 to try out for the team, and all the regulations and stuff like that. And I got to say, she made a good-looking chick, you know. Like, if I was walking down the street and she was like, hey, what's going on? You want to get a drink and, you know, get out of here and see where it leads? I would
you're
probably be like,
married
yeah.
and saying that.
I mean, I'm just saying in general, as a man. you know.
I don't know. Everything depends on like
Yeah.
preferences. If I'm, let's say that like I'm only attracted to men and I'm not attracted to a certain guy like sexually, does that mean I'm not attracted to men, or does that turn me into a homophobe for not being attracted to someone?
That's like me saying I don't find all chicks attractive.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
not
all
homophobic.
it's all about your preference. It's
Now,
But
not-
then,
if
like,
you're,
one-
if you're like, oh, that's a Brazilian man, and I don't find Brazilian men
See, that's
attractive.
racist.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking racist.
If you're like, oh, that's a trans man, and I don't find trans men attractive.
Yeah,
then it's
see,
like
that's
a little bit,
racist.
that's
See,
a little bit transphobic.
I can, in one way.
I got to go back on your Brazilian comment there. Like, I don't think
Brazilians
that's
are hot.
I don't think that's racist at all.
Is it-
It's all
is
about
it-
just preference.
Is
you
it
know?
bad if you have a preference for one race over others because,
There's
like, you
nothing
find
wrong with
Brazilians
having-
hot?
Yeah, because you could flip it and say,
Is
you
that
know,
does that?
I'm not
little
attracted to
fucked
them
up.
because they're white Caucasian. You
Or
know, it
what
doesn't
about-
mean
That's
you're-
understandable.
Yeah,
Or what about like
that's not saying
I'm-
they're racist against white
what
people.
if I'm gay? Now I'm a bottom, because you know I would be.
Mhm.
And there's a trans guy who hasn't had surgery yet. And I want a dick in my ass. Does that make me transphobic for wanting a dick in my ass? Yeah, there are strap-ons too. But what if I want a dick?
But there's a difference between a preference versus
actively
just
hating against
Oh,
something.
yeah, for sure.
you know?
Like, if there's vanilla cake and chocolate cake, I'd be like, hey,
Yeah,
I
you
have a
prefer the
preference
chocolate
for the
cake.
chocolate cake. If there's a chocolate cake that used to be vanilla cake, and I'm like, well, that fucking used to be vanilla cake. Fuck that.
So
then
would it
it's-
be okay to
Didn't all-
not?
Doesn't all cake start out
would
as
it
vanilla
be?
cake?
Yeah.
Would it be
essentially? Yeah.
okay to not be attracted to someone because you want a penis, even though they identify as a man? Is that okay?
Are you being transphobic about it?
I mean, I wouldn't be transphobic about it. I would be like, I just want a dick in my butt.
Mhm.
Does that make me transphobic for wanting a dick?
You tell me. I'm the ace.
See,
here.
I don't think it would be. I think I want a dick in my ass.
I am,
And
you know, as
therefore-
much as I love this conversation, I am so lost.
Well, okay, so here's the
There's
basic
been
thing.
so many like dicks in your ass
you-
questions that it's just
let's
like,
say
don't
you're
know.
gay, Jerry.
Okay.
Let's say you're gay,
let's pretend I'm queer. Okay.
and
I don't
you
I don't
really,
like the term gay. I prefer,
and you
prefer
really
queer.
like it up the butt.
Okay.
Would
I prefer the term bussy.
okay? Let's say you're queer and you want it up your bussy.
Okay, yeah.
Would you? And then like you meet a guy and he's
Right.
really sweet, he's really hot, you're really into him,
Right.
and then he tells you that he's trans and he's pre-op and he doesn't have a dick. And you're really into him because you want to be friends with benefits and you
Right.
want him to fuck your pussy.
Okay.
But then he doesn't have a dick. What would you do?
I'd say, hey, you got a couple fingers? Shove them motherfuckers up there and let's get this party started.
What if you just have a strong preference for a dick?
Well, then,
You know?
then I would say, hey, get a strap on and let's get this party started. You know.
It's a preference. You wouldn't
Yeah.
like, but actively ruling someone
I
out.
wouldn't actively rule someone out. No, I'd just be like, I have a preference for a dick. You know?
Mhm.
I
But
just
if there was that connection already,
I just
If there
had
was
the
that
greatest
connection
visual
already,
ever.
We would hella be friends at the very least, you know? Or like, you know that I'm the type of person that can date someone without sex and it's okay. You know?
But if Stevie wanted to throw a strap on herself,
I'd be a little into it.
before
Yeah.
you said you weren't into it.
I want to try it and see what it's
the
like
gays
in
have
all
gotten
honesty.
to you.
See, I said that to them too, and they're like, yes, mission fucking success. But like, I do low key want to try having a fucking like dildo in my ass and see if I like it. Apparently, they make dildos that can come too.
Gross.
I can fill it with fucking sugar water.
it's probably what you have to fill it with, is some kind of sugar water,
But like, that's
yogurt.
It
It's
makes
like
me
douching.
uncomfortable how open you are on the podcast.
really.
Yeah.
You want me to stop being
You
open?
can do whatever the fuck you want.
Why does it make you uncomfortable?
I don't know. I just can't relate.
Okay, I won't.
She can't
You can
relate
do
to
whatever.
she can't relate to needing that dick. You know.
I'm just a very open person. I tend to share about myself a lot. It's just a part of me. I don't like hiding things about myself. I like being open about myself. I will say a lot of what I have been saying aren't necessarily all of my personal views. A lot of this has been hypothetical situations. But one thing that is honest is I do kind of want to try a dildo on my butt.
The real question here is, why are you not okay with being
Because honesty
Open.
scares people.
true?
Does it scare you that
Yeah.
I'm being honest? What
No.
about it?
Well, like when we first met, yeah, it scared the shit out of me.
Dude, when we
Like,
first,
that's a lot of info to fucking take. Like,
when we
just
first
calm down a
met,
little bit.
I was afraid I was going to go
Right.
to jail for a few years, and that was all I could think about. And I said that
Right.
because I was afraid that my ex was going to send me away because, like, his family had connections to everything.
Yeah,
Right.
I messaged this chick to say hi, and she was like, I'm going to jail. My boyfriend framed me. I totally didn't abuse him, even though that's what the court says, if you fucking believe the court. And I'm like, shh, I just wanted to say hi. And she's like, here's my trauma. Here's my abuse. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't leave the conversation now or she'll get her feelings hurt. So,
And now we
you
moved in
stuck
together,
around.
and we're in love.
Right.
yeah, I felt compelled to stay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Would
okay.
you have still
That-
stayed if I didn't?
That's
talk
like the
about my
best
trauma?
pickup line ever.
I'm
It's
going
like-
to jail.
yeah, it's
Stay
like-
with me so I have a friend.
Yeah.
I was like, this chick has some daddy issues for sure.
If I had only like
Oh, well.
tried that sooner, I could have been swimming in
Well,
pussy. You know.
I have like steadily, like as a person throughout the 21 years of my life, I have changed as a person a lot.
Well,
And
you're going to. Change is inevitable.
I don't think that I really understand my sexuality or my gender right now.
So you're
I-
confused.
I'm confused and I'm questioning right now.
Do you think that there would ever be a point where you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna embrace the birth gender or whatever? I mean, I don't know what you'd call it.
I don't think
I-
I'd ever be cis. Being cisgender just birth gender, like the sex you were assigned at birth.
Well, let me rephrase that. You think you'll ever just be like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna, let the hormones go back to where they were.
I would
And
probably
I'm
not
just gonna
let the hormones go back to where they were because I think I'm really happier on these hormones.
really.
But there is a chance that I might not have surgery. And I'm not sure how
Would
I
you
feel
still
about-
identify as female?
I don't know.
And
There's
how-
a part of
How does
me.
that make you feel, Stevie?
I just want to support her.
Yeah, Stevie's just fucking sweet. We're gonna fucking get married, dude.
All right, right. I mean, that's the ultimate goal.
But like, I don't know who I am right now, and I'm exploring things.
Right.
I don't really know any other way of saying it than that. Like, yeah, I don't know. I know I would never fully identify as male.
Right.
The closest to male I would ever get is femboy. And that's the closest to it.
Right.
And the
But-
closest to woman I would probably ever identify is trans woman because that's what I am. And I
Right.
don't think I'd ever consider myself to be like fully woman. And I know that trans women are women. Like, that's not my opinion on all trans people, but it's my opinion on myself.
Yeah, you keep using like negative phrasing when you refer to yourself. You keep saying fully trans and stuff like that, and it's like you're fully trans just by not being cis.
Yeah. That's not accurate. I don't really know how I feel, and a lot of what I'm saying isn't exactly right of me to say, because I'm still trying to put a lot of this into words, and I didn't expect to be talking about this tonight.
Are you
Yeah.
glad you talked about that?
Yes and no.
You don't have to talk about things on the podcast.
Yeah, I know I don't have to talk about things on the podcast, but I'm an open person, and I always share about myself. Plus, this is something that's been on my mind a lot recently, and I don't really know how to talk about it, and I don't really know when to talk about it.
Anytime you want.
I don't know how.
Just
I don't
say,
even.
hey, I don't know if I want to keep my dick or not.
But it's not even just that. Like, there's a lot of different things that I'm questioning about myself. You know?
I hate to pry, but what else are you questioning?
Definitely questioning my kinks and my fetishes. That's something that I'm hella questioning because some people posted like some porn in the NSFW channels, and that's usually where
But
I'm
are you
moderating.
really like questioning your fetishes, or are you just kind of getting into other fetishes?
I'm
that
like,
are,
I'm kind of into that,
you
but I
know.
don't know if I'm into that, if it would happen to me, or if I'm into it just like as the idea of it.
right.
Like what kind of porn?
I don't fucking know. Pogging,
What's pogging?
Yeah.
dick in the butt, like
Okay, butt
stuff
sex?
like that, or
I
like
didn't know that was like a term,
like I
pogging.
know I'm like a little bit of a furry, but I don't think I'm a furry in the sex way. But also, I think some furry art is really cute, but it doesn't really make me horny, but I think it's cute. I don't know what the fuck that makes me. Like, I know I'm a furry, but I don't know what that makes me.
Now, hold on. Now, I think to be a furry, you've got to like dress up in like animal suits and like
That's the like
have
sex
sex
version, I think. That's not
Right.
actually what like furries
No.
are.
Furries do fursuiting. That's
Not
what makes a
always,
furry.
right?
Yeah.
Some
Pretty
furries
much.
just have like a
Like,
fursona.
just because you dress up in like a big cat suit doesn't make you a furry.
See, I
It
wouldn't
just
want to
means you're
go.
a person in
I
a
wouldn't.
cat suit.
I wouldn't want
But
to
as
go.
soon as you're a furry and you start fucking another person in an animal suit,
See,
I think that's what makes you a furry, right?
I don't think it's the fucking
No,
that.
it's
not
not
the
the
fucking.
sex. It's
I
not
have
about
been.
sex.
I
It's
have
not about
talked to
sex?
furries.
No.
It's not the sex that makes you a furry. It's the like fursona and like the identifying with like the animal
I'm sorry,
traits.
fursona.
Yeah, like what
Okay,
you.
that's a new term.
That's
for
a
me.
different
That's good.
thing.
I
That's
get
a
it.
long term. Yeah.
I get it.
But like I wouldn't
cute.
identify as fully animal either. Like I would personally, and I've talked to you about this. I'd want to be kind of like a kitsune and have like a foxtail and like little claws and like little like canines, and have like
Okay.
little fox ears.
But would that make you a furry though?
I have no idea what type of furry it is, but yes, it would make me a furry. I've talked to furries about it, and they say yes.
Because when I think furry, I think full on like.
I don't
It's a
think.
spectrum.
Yeah, everything's a fucking
Yeah,
spectrum
makes sense.
nowadays.
Yeah,
But that's like the
true.
type of furry I would be. Is I would love it if I had a foxtail, fox ears, claws, and canines. I think that would be really awesome. Now I don't want fur covering my whole body, but I would want the fox fur on like the fox parts.
Right.
And I would like the canine eyes. I think that'd be really cute.
See, and I'm
Canine
not a furry,
eyes.
so I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not really. But you'd still be into me.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to having sex with someone in a furry suit. As
You
long.
just want to get laid.
I mean, essentially.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if the wife came home tonight and she was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna put on this fucking dog suit or cat suit or fox suit or monkey suit or raccoon suit or whatever," and it was like, "And I want you to fuck me silly," I'd be like,
There's a lot of
Okay.
different spectrum on that. There's a lot of other things about it too.
Right.
I'm questioning.
I wouldn't consider
what-
myself a furry because of that.
See,
but-
I'm questioning what
I wouldn't
what
turn her
I
down
would
and be like,
want.
"Fuck no, that's
I'm
stupid."
questioning what I would want makes me. I'm not
Right.
really questioning whether or not I would want that. So that's one thing.
You just got a lot of things on your mind right now.
I really do have a lot of things on my mind. I've had a lot of these things on my mind for like a lot of my life too. And it feels like whenever I go through a period of mental stress or mental crisis, I always go back to reflecting on who am I? And I always get a different answer.
Are you going through a mental crisis right now?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Well, that'll happen from time to time.
Yeah.
And you're, just, like you said, you're just questioning everything about yourself.
I don't really know who I am fully. I know
Right.
a lot of aspects about who I am.
You
Like I know
said-
I fucking love D&D.
You said aspects.
I did, and it's pretty gay if you'd notice.
Yeah.
But like,
No homo.
yeah,
I
you're
have to say
wearing-
that 'cause it
you're
makes
wearing
it not
socks.
gay.
You don't even have to say no homo if you're wearing socks.
I didn't
God,
know
you
that.
really need to get caught up on the culture.
Yeah.
But like,
This old,
That means when you go to bed, you're pretty homo, Jerry.
yeah. I turned
Um,
super gay when I go to bed
but,
without
like,
socks on.
I don't know every aspect of myself. I don't think I ever will. But whenever I'm introduced to new things, I also tend to question myself a little bit more.
Right.
And I don't always know what it makes me.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever had full on like hetero sex with a chick?
Yes.
And did it do anything for you?
Depended on-
Consensual hetero sex.
There you go. Yeah, if it was consensual, yeah.
Yeah.
Sex is sex. I will say there are aspects of sex I didn't like as much. Like,
Being with a female.
no, just using my dick. I didn't like that as much.
Why not?
I just don't really like using my dick.
Was
I'm
it
not,
not was it not stimulating?
it stimulated me, but it didn't stimulate me that much.
Right.
I'm a bottom. at
Right.
heart. When I liked it more when the girl was a top than when I was the top.
So you were getting
But
when
also,
you were getting pegged.
well, they were still on my dick. But like I
Oh,
enjoyed
okay. I see what you're saying. Like
yeah,
instead of you thrusting the old pork sword,
they were thrusting the
she was slamming the
Yeah.
old ham clam down on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Gotcha.
and I was
Gotcha.
more into that because I like the idea more of getting fucked than fucking.
Let me tell you something. That's super hetero. Because
But
me, as a straight dude, it's much better when the chick's on top.
goes deeper. But
Essentially. Well, I
but
don't know.
here's another thing too.
It's more of it's less work for me. Yeah.
It really is. But like I enjoyed giving head to a girl
Right.
more than I enjoyed getting fucked with my dick. And I don't
I
fully know what that makes
I
me
mean,
too.
giving head's like it's a great thing. It's an
It
art.
is.
It's an art, really.
Um,
you know,
And like I've tried giving yeah.
I think that I don't know where I was going with that, but
Yeah.
Stevie just doesn't seem very into this
Yeah.
conversation.
But like
Gross.
yeah, you're not into sex. You're like really ace. And I love you.
I love you too.
Damn that fucking uncle you can't remember.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck that guy. But like yeah. I preferred giving head more than I preferred using my dick at all. In like if we're starting to talk homosexual way, assuming that like I'm male, I probably wouldn't fuck an ass. I would rather my ass be fucked.
So then, what's the difference between you keeping your dick, which you don't like, versus getting a vagina?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess the difference is that I can finger one of them.
But if you had a vagina, you could finger them both. You could actually meet
That's
in
true.
the middle.
Well, I'm saying I
and
can't
pull the
finger my
Adele.
dick because you looked confused.
Right, but you said that you're rethinking getting sex surgery.
I am rethinking it
But like,
because
why?
Yeah, if you don't like it, fucking get rid of that thing,
I
man.
don't know.
You know?
That's the big thing is I don't know.
Is it because a part of you wants to be a femboy, so you don't want to get rid of your penis?
Well,
Okay, that's fine.
but like I also am scared to identify that way
Mhm.
because I feel that that is more fetishized and that's more
But that's where the OnlyFans
looked down
really
on.
make their money.
Yeah, because it's a fetish and because
Exactly.
it's a kink.
Yeah.
But like that, it's like how drag queens are so objectified, even though they don't want to be. Even though,
I didn't know drag queens were objectified.
well, you never hear anything about drag kings, but it's like kinky if it's a guy dressing as a girl. I don't understand why, but like there's a lot of that in the LGBT community, like where a lot of it's fetishized. Like gay men are hella fetishized. Like gay Twitter ruined the LGBT community to a lot of people.
I mean, I guess I don't know.
Have you ever seen the video it's like a Karen going off on a guy because he's like preaching in like a gay area of Seattle and where there's like rainbows on the streets.
Was he
and-
like preaching like anti-gay shit?
No, he was just preaching God, saying that people are gonna fucking go to hell or some bullshit. He
So that's pretty
honestly-
much anti-gay
He
shit.
he really wasn't being. He really didn't seem like a bad guy. Like I don't agree with his perspective, but he really kept it civil. It was the chick that was being rude as fuck.
Well, see, it's
Well,
all
you
it's all
didn't
about.
get to hear the whole story
Yeah,
behind it.
Yeah, I didn't get to
Yeah.
hear the whole story behind it, but from what
He could have turned super nice
From
as
the
soon as the cameras went on.
That's what they
That's
would
true.
do on my college campus. Is they would spout a bunch of like homophobic bullshit.
that's true.
and then-
I don't doubt that. But also I think that people should always this isn't even the point I'm trying to make. I'm not even trying to talk about this. The point I was trying to make is I think that and the main reason I mentioned that video isn't the context of the video and talking about what the video was. It was the context of the area that guy was in, what she referred to as the gayborhood. where
awesome.
where there were rainbows on the streets and like there were gay shops everywhere. I think it's cool. I'm not that into that aesthetic
What?
of
Rainbows
just
everywhere?
The rainbows and the,
I see I like the rainbows and stuff, right? But I don't like
man, I got nothing against rainbows.
what the LGBT community is seen as by a lot of people. And I feel that the gayborhood thing is what a lot of people see. And a lot of people that are LGBT don't want that to be what people see. A lot of people just want to be seen as normal.
Yeah, but there's lots of ways to
There's
be
one thing
normal.
there's one thing about pride, and I'm all for pride. But I also don't think that the LGBT community is in a great place right now.
See, I think it just depends on
It
the
does.
people you hang out with and
It
what you
totally
see.
does.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm for mega pride. I'm like, get in your people's face about it, because the only reason people are that prideful is because of all the hate they've had to endure, and like that's just
I really admire those kinds of people. I'm just always worried about how stereotyped a lot of gay stuff is, because there are a lot of gay couples that don't like. Jerry, what do you think of when you think of a gay man? Describe like what
Like the
if
first thought that comes to
if
my mind.
if I say describe what a gay man looks like, what would you do?
Well, my first thought would be I used to have gay neighbors.
Mhm.
My first thought would go to them.
Yeah.
One was definitely, the bitch in the relationship. And one looked like the manliest man I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like he looked like if you bought Chuck Norris off Wish, he had like the full beard. I mean, literally the dude looked like fucking Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
But he was gay. And super
See,
nice. Like
I'm
that's like, the first thing that pops into my head. And the bitch in the relationship, I mean, you could tell he was like super gay. He was all about the dick,
See, I'm always worried that whenever someone thinks gay men, and the reason I asked you is because I was curious what the hell you would say. You know the gay guys on Family Guy?
There's gay dudes on Family Guy. See, I don't watch Family Guy
Okay, well,
enough.
there's
so.
like gay dudes in some fucking shows, right?
But see, there's gay dudes in
they're-
like everything. There's
they're-
gay everything and everything.
I don't like
now.
it when gay
And
is.
it doesn't bug me.
I don't like it when gay is a character trait.
yeah.
I
but
guess that's what I'm
because
trying to
it's
say.
written by straight people.
Yeah.
Gay characters in gay media are totally different, which is why we need to voice like
Yes,
gay
that's totally
creators.
true, and I totally support that and agree with that. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It sounds like you're too worried about what straight people think.
It does sound a lot like that.
It's not that I'm worried about what straight people think.
You do
It's-
keep asking me
I'm-
what I think.
It's not that I'm worried about what straight people think. It's that I'm worried about.
Are you worried about how the
What?
gay community will perceive you?
No, because not everyone, but like there are straights and there are gays that are both part of the problem, and there are straights and gays that aren't part of the problem. Like, do you remember when I talked to you about that trans group I was in?
No.
The ones where they were saying that if you weren't post-op, you weren't trans.
Mhm.
I think that's part of a problem.
Yeah, that's
And
transphobia.
they were trans with transphobia,
Mhm.
and I think that's wrong. And
Yeah.
there's
But I don't see how the gayborhood has anything to do with that.
it's the point I'm trying to make of I don't like the fact that not everyone, but like a lot of people have their idea of what gay is and what gay should be,
Mhm.
and they aren't people that basically say that you're being gay wrong and stuff like that. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
Dan Crusader says, come to WeHo, which is West Hollywood. The whole city is a gayborhood. The city flag is a rainbow. It's like gay Disneyland. It's fun to spend the day there every now and then.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to remember the conversation I had with some people about this exact thing.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to remember the points they made and the points I made. And I'm not able to remember a lot of
Well,
it because
from
2 hours of sleep.
What I'm hearing
Yeah.
is you think there's problems within the gay community
Yes.
and within the straight community.
Yes.
Which is totally right.
Yeah. There's
But I don't see how
problems
a
in every
neighborhood-
community.
neighborhood full of gay people that's called the gayborhood has anything to do with that.
It's not the neighborhood, and it's not the fact that it's called the gayborhood that has anything to do. Honestly, I want to drop this point because I can't remember the point that these people were making about it that I thought was very poignant and very correct.
Okay, we can drop it.
I was just trying to use an example.
Drop
and
it
I
So
was
we know
hoping
that we're calling our apartment building the gayborhood now, right?
it's one thing if you're doing that. There's just something that I need to remember that conversation. I need to dig it up again in chat history, and then I can make the point again.
Okay.
The only issue is everyone's fucking talking all the time, so it's hard to dig up anything.
It's because they're gay.
Yeah. But there's that.
Okay.
I believe that there's a lot of problems in the LGBT community and in the straight community and just in the community in general without even like segregating the two.
In
And
society?
I think, yeah, in society in general. I think that people shouldn't think of someone as a gay person. I think that they should think of someone as a person. I don't think someone should think of them as a trans person. I think they should be a person. I think that the fetishization,
Fetishization?
fetishization, sure. I think that
I think that might be like a
is
weird
at
cheese
a
fetish.
weird
Mhm.
all-time high.
Because of the internet.
It's because of the internet. Yeah, it's because of fucking like gay Twitter. And
Why does it have to be
it's
gay
one thing,
Twitter? Why can't it just be
because
Twitter?
that's what everyone calls it. But like,
But
there's,
didn't you just say you wanted it to like stop being
Yes.
called gay? But you just
no,
called
it's
it
not
gay
that I
Twitter.
want it to stop being called gay.
You just want it to be.
No, it's not that either.
I just think you're confused.
Yes, I'm very confused. I'm trying to make a point from a conversation that happened last night at 4 a.m. and I've gotten 2 hours of sleep. And the main point I'm trying to make is I think that people really fetishize the gay community and like the trans community, LGBT as a whole. I think that people have an idea of what all of those things should be compared to what they are. And I think that the fact that a lot of people get judged off of that is wrong. And I'm trying to
But like
choose-
people's fetishes are what keeps their sexual appetite going.
Sure,
You know.
I concede that. But
Everyone has their preferences, Eden.
Yeah.
yes, everybody
I'm
does
just
have their
shitting you.
preferences.
I'm shitting you.
Do you know the point I'm trying to make?
I think so, but I think it sounded before like you were blaming the gays for it.
I'm not trying to blame anyone for it, honestly. I just think that
If you're worried about like the gay community having like people fantasize and like fetishize about it, then
it's not that.
I
either.
think
It's the fact that not everyone.
It's the community itself that you don't want having that kink for.
It's not that. It's really not that. And I seriously just need to remember the conversation.
Because I really don't think anybody outside the gay community is like fantasizing about gay people.
I disagree on that, actually. And
So you
there
think straight people
No,
have
I don't
kinks
think
about-
I don't think that they have sexual kinks. I think that they fetishize it. I think that
Isn't having a fetish and having
actually-
a kink kind of like
I
the same
actually
thing?
have examples for some of this for people not necessarily just fetishizing but stereotyping too. There's this show called Critical Role,
Right.
which is a D&D podcast. And
Well, before we begin, no one's arguing that people stereotype the gay community.
yes, no one's arguing that. This
I think people stereotype every community.
But
period.
when Critical Role exploded, because it did, and a lot of people think that Critical Role is how D&D should be played, and that's a whole nother story. But there were voice actors in it that were role-playing as gay characters. And it's not wrong that they were doing that. What is wrong is what some people did because of that. Like the fact that they thought that like these gay characters needed to do this and this and this and this and this.
Right.
Or the fact that people keep shipping some gay people together. Like aggressively shipping. They think that just because two people are gay, they should fuck. And
Well, I mean, it's not that they should. It's just they're more likely to. That's like if you put me in a room with a bunch of gay dudes and been like, hey, we want you to fuck this gay dude because we think that's how it should happen.
I honestly think that this is
You
a
know.
hard conversation to have with people that probably don't fully understand the point I'm trying to make.
I
Just
don't
because
think
I'm
you
not
understand
pointing.
the point.
Yeah, I don't
Yes,
think-
because I'm not putting
Yeah.
it correct. I'm not fully putting it correct. I'm tired as all hell.
Okay, then drop it. It's fine. We can
I
talk about
mean,
it later.
I'll put it to you this way: if I was in charge of like a sex club or whatever, okay, I would like the point of the sex club is, hey, we're gonna get you with people that want to fuck, want to have sex. I'm not gonna put like a bunch of straight people with the gay dudes and be like, they're gonna have sex. I know it. I'm gonna put the gay people with the people that prefer.
Yes, that's
gay
a different.
people
That's
and
a
the straight
different type
people.
of thing, though.
Or like if
But-
there's a TV show with 20 characters and 3 are gay, like yeah, they're gonna ship the gay
Yes,
characters
that
together.
Yeah,
is-
because the
I
gay
get-
people are gonna want to like hang out with the gay. Like, yeah, they're gonna hang out with the straight people too.
I think
but
that
they're gonna want that sense of community.
I think that I need to rephrase a lot of things in order to make the point I'm trying to make, and I need to understand the point I'm trying to make better.
And we're not ganging up on you.
Yeah, I
We're just
understand
trying
that
to
you're not.
understand.
Oh, I'm-
I get that you're not.
I'm totally ready to gangbang
like-
up on you.
hot. But that's the thing. I don't really know. I need to remember what was talked about. I hope nobody judges me for the fact that I shouldn't just make excuses for myself either. I'm making my points very poorly, and they're not exactly what I'm trying to make.
No one's gonna watch this except your mom.
Hey, Dan Crusader's
Um,
watching.
And
Thank you,
There-
Dan Crusader, by the way.
There is other aspects of the gay community that I feel like I can talk about better, like fucking biphobia. That's huge.
Yeah.
Where straights don't
That
want
and
to be.
racism. So
Oh
much
my
racism.
god! Right? Oh my god!
And it's all about preferences when gay dudes are like, "Oh, no Asians," or like, "What? Like, fuck you."
I think that's because
Dude.
Asians have small penises.
There, I saw some.
and that's not
people-
me stereotyping. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like a fact that like Asian dudes have like really tiny dicks.
The one
They
I
can
was
have a
with
strap-on.
was
Well, yeah, they could. Yeah.
the one that I was with had a tiny dick.
See.
Yeah,
And
but that's not all Asians. I bet there's Asians with big
yeah,
ass dicks.
I'm sure there are, and I'm sure there's black dudes with like tiny penises. Actually,
Yeah.
I know there is because I know black dudes that are just like that. Fucking stereotype's not true. Not all black dudes have huge cocks because I've got a normal size cock. You know. Just saying. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did not make a point very well. I did
Oh,
try to
Dagum's
make
here
a
too.
point. I did
Thank you,
try to make a point. I did not do very good at making my point.
Baby, you're
And
not
there's that.
famous. You don't have to apologize so hard.
I might be famous
Yeah.
one day.
You might
Then
be.
you can apologize then, but not now.
I'm already apologizing now because I didn't make the point I meant to make, and I am apologetic. I know they're probably if the people that I was talking to about this ever see this, they know exactly what the fuck it was and are probably going to scold me if they ever actually see this for misrepresenting it as wholly as I did.
I would just like to say that I will never apologize for anything because I don't fucking promote hate and violence. Well, I mean, I like violence, but like,
That's
you know,
kinky.
it kind of is.
Mhm.
Kind of is one of my kinks, really.
Really?
like-
Sadist or masochist?
Oh, I'm a sadist all the way.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I could go either way, sadomasochism,
Yeah.
you know, but you know, it's whatever. You know, it's all about consent.
Yeah.
So as long as you know it's consenting, then I'm down for it. But like, yeah, like I don't promote hate. I'm not for
Yeah.
that. I think everybody should just, and I've said this all along. You know, people should just mind their own fucking business and not worry about what's happening in the
I mean,
fucking
if I had
next door neighbor's house.
If I had like
You
a
know.
Freudian slip and said something really offensive on accident, I'd apologize for it.
Yeah,
You know?
but I mean,
Like, I don't
most
promote
Freudian
hate.
slips aren't like
No, they're not.
intentional,
Usually it's
you
like
know?
dicks.
Yeah, you just kind of
Yeah.
you slip up every now and
So
again.
Stevie, what's on your mind tonight?
How much time do we have left?
We've been going
Oh,
for an hour and a half.
Yeah, we're way over on time. So
Yeah,
we
sure.
can stop at any point. So
Yeah.
I was actually trying to find a way to like segue into.
I
that.
was so hoping someone would just shut me up and change.
Let's
topics.
go smoke some weed. Tried to give you out so many times. I was like, we can just drop it. You don't have to talk about it. Blah blah blah. You
I
were
know,
like,
I
no,
She-
I need to apologize
I just
to the
wanted to
internet.
try and make.
She did say that several times.
I just wanted to try and make my point, and then I wanted to try to apologize for making it poorly.
I think I know what you wanted to try to do.
Yeah.
With that dick out.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to tune in next week when I will be a whole year older. I'm sure I'm going to have that silver fox look going by then. You know, I'll be the big 3'7".
go bald again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go bald again. I think I'm gonna grow my hair out, full on. I'm gonna let it grow out, and then I'm gonna get a mullet. Yeah. Don't be hating.
I'm hating already.
Don't be hating.
You looked like a serial killer bald, and now you're gonna look like a molester when you're fucking rat-tailing it up.
I don't prefer the term molester. I prefer the term struggle cuddler. Okay? That's just my preference. But
The words of Jerry do not
But
represent
really-
the words of anyone else at the table.
you don't think I should grow my hair out?
I think you should do whatever makes you happy. I'm gonna judge you inwardly for it, but it's gonna what
Stevie
matters to
judges
you.
Yeah.
everyone for everything.
I mean, I'm not that it really matters, but I mean, why shouldn't I grow my hair out?
You can do whatever you want.
But I mean, in your perspective, why shouldn't I grow my hair out? I'm not like trying to pick a fight or nothing. I'm like, like interested. Like, why shouldn't I grow my hair out? Will I look weird?
No.
I think I look weird bald.
Yeah.
And that was the show this week, folks. Thank you all for tuning.
Yeah. Anyway, we can finish this conversation later. But for now, we are going to get out of here, folks. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Dagum for sticking in. Dan Crusader for hanging in there. I think those were the only two commenters we had. I don't
And
know
be ready
exactly
next
how many
week for
people
when
were
I
watching.
promote my OnlyFans account.
Crusader said, I thought Jerry had chemo when at first when he shaved. No,
Testicular
No.
cancer's a
Didn't-
bitch.
I hope I didn't let you down there, man. But I'm healthy. I'm alive. I'm sure there are people out there that wish I, had cancer and was dying. But sorry, not this week. Maybe next week. I'll be older then. I'll be more susceptible to disease and stuff then, because I'll be the big 37 or whatnot. But I got to think about that for a second. Will I be? Yeah, I'll be 37. Yeah, it's crazy to think about. I'm still thinking in my head, am I going to be 37? Yeah, I think I will be 37. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell 10 friends. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Be on the lookout for Eden's OnlyFans. When I get the link for it, I'll post it up on the Hot Brown Boys Facebook page, and probably Twitter too, and probably Instagram. I'll share clips of like a pickle or whatever she decides to use on her anus.
You're going to have
but-
to pay to see that shit.
Yeah, but you gotta give a sample.
Yeah, I'll give you a
you know.
teaser, sure.
Babe,
Yeah,
I watch you
exactly.
deep throat a pickle every night.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
hot, right?
I mean, to be fair and to be honest, I watched you throw a pickle that day.
You didn't even see me throw a big pickle. I
No.
could stick a whole ass pickle in my mouth.
True, but
I
I
can,
I just saw you work that pickle that you had.
Especially
I
if
wasn't
I have
impressed. Sorry.
if I have warning and I'm doing it myself, I can really have a fucking delayed gag reflex and just shove something down my throat and take it out.
You don't have to say everything on the podcast.
Just trying to give a fucking spoiler for my OnlyFans, jeez.
Yeah. But all right, that is going to be
You don't
us.
want me to say that again?
With that being said, I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
Hi.
I'm gay.
Actually, what's funny is I had a Freudian slip up once,
Really?
and I forget what episode it was. I'll have to look it up. But I was doing that, and I was like, and I'm gay, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Hold on a second, that actually happened. Stay sober, Toby. We're the fuck out. Peace.